Hello and welcome to another episode of Narangi Adventures, Great Destinations. Today we take a trip to Hopton Castle. Its history started in the 11th century and came to an end in the English Civil War. We start from Craven Arms, taking the B4368 towards Clon, then the B4367 to Clongunford and Hopton Heath. Turn right into Hopton Heath and follow the signs for Hopton Castle. Arriving at the castle, we see what appears to be a Norman tower. However, the castle in this form was built much later as a bit of a statement to its neighbours, the Welsh. Who built the first castle is unknown, but the Domesday Book shows it as owned by Picot de Say in 1087. The original castle would have been of the motte and bailey type, having the motte with a timber castle atop and an inner and outer bailey. The inner bailey would have housed domestic buildings and a hall. The outer bailey, which was added at a later time, may well have housed livestock, and many of the ditches would have been flooded as defences. The castle passed to Osbert de Hopton in the mid-12th century, who held the castle during the wars between King Stephen and Queen Matilda. It is thought the castle as we see it today was built shortly after. It was certainly in existence by 1267, when the then owner, Walter de Hopton, was accused of rustling and taking his ill-gotten gains back to his castle. The castle remains in the Hopton family until the 15th century, when by marriage it passed to the Morton Corbett family. They held it until the 16th century, when it was acquired by Sir Henry Wallop. When the Civil War broke out, the then owner, Sir Robert Wallop, being a parliamentarian, garrisoned a force of some 31 men to hold the castle under the command of Sir Samuel Moore. The great number of castles in the area were held for the king, so it was not long before, in February 1644, Sir Michael Woodhouse besieged the castle with some 500 men. Moore was asked to surrender, and his answer was no. A bloody battle took place, the Royalists losing many men. The Royalists then withdrew and regrouped. More troops were added and cannon brought in to smash the resistance. Moore was again given the chance to surrender, but again his answer was no. An even more bloody battle took place. Again the Royalists took many losses. However, after 5 weeks, the castle's defences had taken a merciless pounding. The Royalists undermined the castle from the latrines. Finally, the castle fell, and Moore surrendered. Expecting quarter to be granted, he was led away to prison. His men, however, were stripped and murdered. The Royalists must have been pretty miffed, as they had suffered the loss of hundreds of men over the 5 weeks of battle, but the parliamentarians lost but 1 man to cannon shot. The massacre was not forgotten by Parliament, and many Royalists were to die, as the winning side gave Hopton quarter to the Royalists, which meant no quarter at all. The castle passed to the Beale family and was lived in until 1700, whereupon it fell into ruin and lost in time. The castle, as we see it, was 3 stories high, and although it mimics a Norman defensive tower, it was built mainly as a residence, sitting as it does in a wide open valley open to attack on all sides. The main entrance was once covered by a large wooden porch, an entranceway into the ground floor. This was an undercroft and used mainly for storage. There are no kitchens, so day-to-day domestic facilities would still have been in the Bailey area. The grounds and castle are extensive. They were purchased by the Hopton Castle Trust in 2008 and with the aid of National Lottery funding preserved and made safe. The castle is now open to the public and entrance is free. Donations are appreciated for the future maintenance and development of the site. So, please come and enjoy the castle for a visit, a walk or picnic. Leave it as you find it, one of our many historical treasures. If you enjoyed this presentation, please like, subscribe and click on the bell icon to get notifications of future content. Thank you.